Hey YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to another YouTube video. If you guys do not know me, my name is Rackpacks. We're gonna be reacting to a video today, and the video is by Bloodspeth. I don't know if I said that right, but it's about TikTok's new cringiest predator, PHIBZ. About PHIBZ, the knowledge that I know about is that PHIBZ has been doing some pretty naughty things, naughty things, especially evolving around kids, which I do not condone. I do not fuck with at all. That thing is disgusting. Why are you going after little kids? But as of right now, I do not know much of the situation. So we're gonna be reacting to this video, seeing what brought up to that point, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
The new cringiest TikToker is facing serious allegations. I'm sure you've all seen this individual before who goes by PHIBZ. They're an up-and-coming cringe talker with over 45,000 followers. Her whole content style, or whatever you want to call it, is literally just her acting like she's in an edit. Just look up on screen and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And by the way, this is a grown adult woman. So, as you can imagine, these kinds of videos are what blew her up on TikTok and attracted a lot of attention towards her. At some point,
Why are we skipping through that? What just happened?
her up on TikTok and attracted a lot of attention towards her.
Why is she hating that? Why is she doing that? Hold on.
At some point, I assume it was early on into her career, she would open up a public Discord server. This server is where a lot of bad things would allegedly occur. A few weeks ago, multiple accounts would pop up accusing PHIBZ of a lot of heinous things. These accusations include, but aren't limited to, predator allegations, CSAM, and some really disturbing conversations where PHIBZ was apparently and seemingly encouraging other server members to get their significant others to carve names. It's something awful and very grotesque and degenerate.
Wow.
Starting off with the predator allegations, these are backed by a single screenshot that's been making its rounds on TikTok.
All right, let's see how it is. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you a lot. It's a charm from my granny. This might sound weird, but are you single? Yeah, why? Well, I think you're really pretty. PHIBZ, I'm 14. Yeah, but like, never mind, forget it. You don't want me anyway. Yeah, because she's 14 and you are 19.
Lately. It appears to be PHIBZ having a conversation with an alleged minor where she asks them out. What a lot of people fail to realize, or are intentionally using it misleadingly, is that this was taken, or at least the messages were sent, almost 2 years ago. Given that PHIBZ is 19 now, she very well could
She was like 17 when that
have been
happened.
17 when these messages were exchanged.
Right.
And yes, even still, a 17-year-old being with someone 3 years below that is very weird, in my opinion. Extremely weird, actually, but it's a lot different than what people are making it out to be.
Nah, but it's still weird, though.
Secondly, this is the only screenshot from this time period that we see. The next oldest screenshot or video was in 2025. So given that, and as well as the quality of these screenshots, I would personally not take it into account when deciding on whether this person is a predator or not. It is just way too unsubstantiated in my opinion.
What is she doing, bro? Can
You
we
really
like
can't
skip
be
through
too
this, please?
careful when talking about these kinds of things. There's another piece of proof.
Oh,
that
it's this
is
one.
used
That move right there. Hold on.
when talking
Not
about
that.
these kinds of things. There's
that,
another
this one.
piece of proof that is used alongside that screenshot quite often. It is an alleged voice recording of PHIBZ saying something very gross.
Stuff like, I don't know why people think it's so weird.
The reason what you
Why?
heard sounded so weird was because I had to very highly edit it so that it's actually listenable. I, of course, raised the decibels, I enhanced the voice, normalized loudness, and slowed it down because it was very sped up and very quiet in the original video. And I could not, for the life of me, find any non-edited or modified version of it, so that's what we have to work with. But about the actual video itself, it is Very weird. Basically, PHIBZ is saying that she's into the R word and doesn't see why people think it's weird.
What? She's really into that? That's her kink? Yo, what are we doing? Yo, what are we actually doing here, bro? This world is not real, bro. I don't believe it's real, bro. We live in that type of world, bro? I live in that? Oh my god, bro. Yo, what are we doing?
Weird. You know, I'll come out and say this, and I don't care if I get hate because I've gotten hate for it before, but still, I don't care. If you're into that kind of stuff, you are weird. And yes,
Why would people hate on you for that? No, hold on. Why are people defending that type of kink? Why are we defending that type of kink? What? No, it's weird, bro. No. That's really weird. That's really weird. Don't know why people are like defending those type of people. No, it's weird. Why do we think that's normal? Okay, yo, why is there so many weird things trying to be normal now? Weird thing that wasn't good at all to even talk about, and we're making it normal now. We're making it, oh yeah, it's a kink that I like. I like doing that. No. Mad weird, bro. I don't get how people. That's what gets you messed up in the brain, bro. Because you keep on watching the same thing and like, maybe I like it too. Like, no, it's weird, bro. It mentally messes you up, bro. Like, the people who really think that's normal, you're like mentally, you gotta check yourself out. Like, I'm talking in a manner of like, I want you guys to look like get some help. Cause bro, why are we thinking this is normal? This is not normal whatsoever. Like, you thinking that's a normal thing, bro? No, it's not. I don't know. You got that, bro. But not me. I don't think that's normal at all.
technically what two consenting adults do behind closed doors isn't my business at all, and I definitely agree for the most part, but the conversation changes quite a bit when these kinds of people are involved. Let's say that no minors were involved and everyone is consenting. That's still a very
How old is he? How old is that guy that you're hugging?
degenerate thing to be into. Countless women
What is he
and
wearing,
men as
though?
well have been traumatized for life because of those things, and you're going around parading that you're into it and that you don't see why it's weird.
Exactly,
That is
bro.
extremely insensitive and gross. Now,
Uh-huh.
she said that it's something she's ashamed of and is working on coping mechanisms or whatever. I wouldn't really be judgmental since there's nothing to make fun of when it's a person trying to genuinely improve, but this is a different story. And the way she's
Oh, okay.
going
I
about
don't know.
this, talking about these things in her private Discord server instead of in public, is very telling. Like, you cannot genuinely look me in the eyes and say wholeheartedly with full belief that you don't know why people think it's weird to be into that unconsensual stuff and the R word and things like that. Maybe I'm
Exactly.
making too big a deal out of this, I don't know, but I really just want y'all to know my position on this.
What am I
don't care
watching?
if you like pain or anything like that. Like, if you're
What
into
the
that,
fuck?
that's none of my business or concern. But when you start romanticizing real life issues like PHIBZ is, then it becomes a problem, in my opinion. You guys are about to see what I'm talking about as well, because we're going to get into those screenshots of the conversations PHIBZ was having in her server. Firstly, she says, "Ha, I want to blink my wrist so bad," which is just yikes. The second screenshot seems to be someone sending proof of PHIBZ saying something very, very gross in the server, the confessions channel, what it looks like. One of these confessions
Oh, yeah.
said that a person was feeling a little promiscuous. Someone replied, "Real," and PHIBZ says, "I'm not even going to anon this confession. I'm going to tickle my blank to Francie." And this Francie, who appears to be the individual who sent the screenshots, is allegedly a minor. There was also
That's just
another variation of that message in this next screenshot, which helps its validity.
Since allegations are coming out about PHIBZ, I just wanted to drop these here from when I was in a server with her. Again, saying this in a place where there are minors and completely inappropriate. Okay. Wait. Let me read that again. Again, saying this in a place where there are minors, it's completely inappropriate. And even if there is no minors, this is truly a sick and disturbing This is truly sick and disturbing. Okay. Okay. I want to blank into someone, then kiss their scars. Okay. Who wants their initials on my body? Wow. I'm not even going to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. They had zero shame in saying this to a minor. Saying this about a minor. Okay. This is something that confessed in the channels. I was 15 years old at the time, and she was 18.
Then, my lord,
Wow.
the next two screenshots says, "Who wants their initial on my body?" Into
That's
some
just weird.
is more screenshots. Well, technically, it's a screen recording.
Oh my god, bro. What? After get real, I want someone to cause the proofs I am theirs. Literally, will your boyfriend not do that for you? No, he did. What? Okay, good.
Of the messages, and they are certainly
Oh, wow.
something. PHIBZ, once again, is putting her awful, allegedly, by the way.
Okay. I want.
Awful.
I want from so bad. It's not fair. It's okay. We get this twin. We must
Interests
resist.
out on display for literally
That's
everyone.
so weird, bro.
And it's extremely gross and concerning. The
It
next
really
two
is.
screenshots we have are from a pretty long conversation in what appears to be a moderation ticket section of the server. PHIBZ says, "Why did you continue to harass Zane after he was kicked? I have screenshots that you were in his server." This person replies, "What they did was extremely wrong and unforgivable. They also continued to harass both me and my friends. I did join the server, but I don't recall harassing him or even talking to him directly." She then apologizes, and PHIBZ says, "Do you mean the gotcha stuff or supporting CSAM? Cause either of those two were in the past, and we do not judge people for stuff
my God.
people did in the past. People can change and people can grow." Yikes. Just yikes. And if you don't believe me, here's another screenshot up on screen here that shows the same thing.
Okay. Okay. Do you mean? Okay, it's the same thing. Oh yeah.
With I guess at a later date with a different profile picture and whatnot, which helps the validity of it as before.
That's
Just
crazy.
like, what, bro? What is the thought process behind that? I'm sure your guys' jaws dropped when you heard what I read out. Mine did too when I first read it. Not only forgiving someone who did such an awful thing, but it's like keeping them in your Discord server. Like, you know, do you guys see the issue here? It's not just, I'm not saying she's into that stuff, but someone who is apparently one of her best friends, and she's keeping them in the server because it was in the past. Just yikes, dude. It's my goodness.
My
And if you
God,
guys thought that was bad, let me show you the response video, which is worse by like 1,000%.
Hi, so I hope this will be the last time I address allegation drama. The only reason why I'm addressing it is because it's kind of very serious. So the allegation that's going around right now is that I love. I'm not explaining what that is. If you want to know what that is, go look it up. Or don't, because I don't want you to see something you might regret seeing. So, newsflash, I don't support that. I was defending the person that got allegations towards liking. So, I'm about to provide screenshots of Zane's situation. And here we go. So,
Naruto was also a child. What? I was also a child. A child cannot enjoy in a harmful or bad way. Also, I didn't know of their age at the time.
here's the Naruto was also an enjoyer. I was also not enjoy in a harmful or bad way.
Sorry for interjecting, but what? A minor cannot enjoy that kind of content in a bad way? What is that supposed to mean? I sincerely hope she is like, well, as you could tell, she isn't all there mentally, but maybe I'm hoping this was like a byproduct of that and she genuinely didn't mean what she said, because if she did, my goodness.
Also, I didn't know their age at the time. I didn't watch the anime in years, and I didn't know their age, and nor do I remember their ages were even ever being mentioned. Why are you acting as if I'm made to look like as if it was the art? I don't believe you can get blamed for something you didn't know, like legitimately. So yeah, I was defending Zayn because they didn't know at the time, and they don't support that kind of thing now. Okay? So, no, I don't support. I, however, do support people that get, like, blamed for stuff they didn't know, though. Sorry if I didn't explain this well, I'm limited on time. Goodbye.
So she confirms that the screenshots are real here and defends them in the worst. She doesn't even defend them. She just said that they didn't know and that they don't do that kind of stuff anymore, which is just, my goodness. Taking someone like that and letting them be an active part of your community with minors in it is just next level dangerous.
Hold on. Yo, what is she doing, bro?
Next level reckless, and next level stupid. You know, just as the cherry on the cake, I'm gonna play you guys a clip where PHIBZ admits to having minors in her server.
First,
Oh my god, bro. Why? Why, bro? Why are we still friends with them? No, actually, no, she's not. Cause I did, before I got into this video, I did watch, the stream for, Gideon and PHIBZ, the interaction between the two. So, she did, well, she said she would, so hopefully she did it. But I'm like, yeah, bro, at this point, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Come on now. Why do we even have minors in the first place when you're, like, 19, bro? No, have it, like, and especially, like, interacting to them with, like, with the things you do, bro. Nah. Like, nah, there's no way of getting out of that, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
say, you're one to really talk. My server.
Hold on, let me read this. PHIBZ admitting to having underage children in their server and having underage moots. Don't know that. Oh, wait, I do. Keep in mind, they have several inappropriate suggested videos on their account, sexualizing viewers and moots. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I don't know. And allowing both children and adults in their servers.
Is filled with both underage and adult people, right?
So, PHIBZ is admitting that her server has minors. It's filled with both minors and adults, whatever.
Okay.
That is unbelievably concerning, especially when you factor in those earlier screenshots and screen recordings of the awful stuff she was saying there, encouraging others to carve their significant others, like awful things, and keeping this Zayn person in your server who possessed or was into CSAM is not just reckless and dumb. It's
I'm getting tired of it. I'm gonna search it up, bro. I'm not gonna search it up on this on my thing, but I'm gonna search it on my phone. All right, because it's something bad. Sorry, let me check. What does CSAM mean? Let's see what it is. That just like completely shifted my mind. You into that? What? Like, how would you not know what that is? You see it, right? You see it, and you could immediately just click off the video, right? You know you could do that and then not go back to it. What are we doing? Yo, I want this out of my phone. What the fuck? Why did I search that up, bro? At least there's something right that PHIBZ said. Don't search it up, you know. Jeez, bro, don't really. It's like it explains what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, but bro, if you guys already know what it is, then don't comment it down. Don't do it, bro. What the fuck, bro? Why we even like trying to forgive somebody like that when now, you know, when she said now.
Genuinely disgusting and borderline criminal.
That
and
is.
She did it willingly and knowledgeably. So make from that distinction what you will. Personally, I think she is very dangerous. I think she's a predator as well. and I think she should be off the internet. Her account is privated now, thankfully, and hopefully it stays that way.
All right, so that was the video. Bloodspeth, show him some love, you know. But yeah, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, me. You guys, dance break. I'm gonna do a dance. Hold on, we're gonna do a dance break. All right, we're good. Uh-oh. Future me. I forgot to... So, I forgot to end the video with a quote. And that's not right. That's not right for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't give you guys a good outro. Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And thank you for watching this video. More to come soon as well. And the quote of the day is, love leaves footprints on our hearts forever. Okay? There you go. Am I hitting it?